The Lord of the Rings franchise is starting to look very lively, and one screenwriter commented on this wisely and succinctly. Amazon Prime Video released The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 1 in 2022, and it should run for 5 seasons. This show covers the Lord of the Rings' Second Age, which is described in J.r.r. Tolkien's The Silmarillion. Meanwhile, Warner Bros. Runs the movie franchise, which continues in December 2024 with The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. This popular franchise could get too busy, but Philippe Boyens addressed this. It is a good time to be a Lord of the Rings fan, but certain issues could arise with so many adaptations emerging at the same time. Warner Bros. Plans to release The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum movie in 2026, which will add to the mix of new j.r.r. content even further. But Philippe Boyens, screenwriter at Warner Bros. For the j.r.r. movies, commented, "I think being able to expand upon Middle-earth is only a good thing." Boyens commented on how fans assume a rivalry between the movies and the show, discrediting the presumption. Philippe Boyens is right about the Lord of the Rings storytelling possibilities. There is scope for multiple Lord of the Rings adaptations. Galadriel, Morfydd Clark, retrieves her Ring of Power in The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2 Episode 8. Referring to the rivalry that some imagine exists between the movies and the TV show, Boyens commented, "There is absolutely not, and I don't believe there is from their part either." Boyens instantly scrapped the idea that the show creates any problems for the movies, or that the movies create any problems for the show. Boyens is right. The movies tackle the Third Age while the show tackles Lord of the Rings' Second Age, so their stories aren't competing. But moreover, the show and movies should complement each other. As Boyens stated, "Let's have more Tolkien. There's only one real risk to expanding J.r.r. Tolkien's world in adaptations. Adaptations should remain faithful to the books in spirit." Philippe Boyens makes a very good point about Tolkien adaptations, but one cautionary aside could be added. The Lord of the Rings movies and TV show both share rights to the same content, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. While Warner Bros. Has rights to make movies, Amazon has rights to make a multi-season TV show. This means that the majority of the content that anyone with the power to make or release adaptations has the rights to has already been adapted. Future outings must remain faithful to the books in spirit, avoiding cash grabs. It doesn't matter if Rings of Power isn't totally faithful to the books in detail if it is faithful to their key themes, and this goes for all adaptations. But remaining true to the key themes could still be difficult if Warner Bros. Or Amazon continue to plunder The Hobbit and j.r.r. for source material. Releases will feel hollow if they are money-grabbing and disrespectful, which will be subjective but noticeable overall. Honoring the source material will be key, in whatever creative way it occurs, in all future The Lord of the Rings movies or TV shows.